Dude, this account has got hard mode dragon teams that just fail on stage 10, Hydra teams that are just badly optimized, and some extremely bloody good artifacts like these insane perception speed boots that pink statted into speed as well, that aren't even equipped on any champions on this account. Absolute disaster. Because it's my account. So what is up, guys? This is Cobb, and it's time for some spring cleaning, man. Don't make these mistakes yourself. I feel like these are actually mistakes that can quite easily, well, the mega ultra fast perception speed boots mistake is just me being a mongoloid. But for the most part, a lot of these kind of mistakes and errors that you can make on your account that can easily slip through the cracks if you are not careful, man. Let's talk about how to optimize your own account and rescue mine while in the process. So before we get to the self-roasting session, man, if you're looking to start off a new raid account, get that done right now by clicking on the beginner promo link down below this video at the top of the description box, man. If you're just looking for a fresh start inside of raid, there's no better way, man. By using that link to create a new raid account, man, you're gonna get all the free stuff that you see on screen right now with Basilius Ranas as your day 1 stat at Legendary, few free epics as you level up your account, and there's no better time to get that done than while Michelangelo is the free login reward Legendary. So make sure to use that link to create your new raid account, man, before October 30th when Michelangelo will be gone forever. Well, maybe not gone forever, but you won't be able to get him for free anymore. So first things first, man, once your account has got like, I don't know, a few dozen level 60 champs on your account, and with free gear removal being a thing now, it's really easy for just good pieces of gear to start falling through the cracks a little bit. And so one thing that you want to do is the following. All you're going to do is head on into your gear filters, all up and over here. You want to scroll on down. You want to hide your set filters, right? It's the button all the way at the bottom of the gear filters here, just above my head. Click on hide set filters, and all we're going to do is use the priority stats drop down right here to just organize our gear pieces based on speed. And this is going to give you an instant view of how garbage you are, which in my case, I've got like some pretty, oh my god, look at the, okay, actually I've got a good reason for these boots not being equipped on anybody. These are the boots that I switch my Lazarius, the mythical champion Lazarius. I switch him into these boots and I'm using him in PvE settings, and he's currently in his fast perception live arena build. So these ones, I have a reason, I have an excuse. These boots though, dude, with the triple defense percent roll, HP percent rolls, and just all kinds of speed action coming out on those perception slippers, I got no excuse, man. I don't know why these aren't being used, bro. You can also do exactly the same thing with these priority stat menu thing, and just go ahead and sort out gear by things like crit rate rolls, right? Oh god, you might want to go ahead though and disable, just like go ahead and check every single box that isn't crit rate in your primary stats menu as well, so that it just filters out the crit rate gloves, because obviously those don't count. And this way you can just check up on any gear pieces that might have just rolled into a lot of crit rate and have great stats that you were just not using on your account, man. This is a real easy mistake to make. Once you've been through like dozens and dozens of gear enhancement events in a row, and you're rolling up gear but you're not quite getting it equipped on, guys, because you've got so many champions to build up on your account, stop things falling through the cracks by doing this. And so it's by using this method that we're going to be rebuilding some champions on this account. For example, Crocad. Why is he not in a better build, man? Oh, I need to optimize the Hydra teams on this account too, but before we get to that, man, let's get to an easier objective first. Sorting out my Dragon's Lair team, which currently looks like this. And on the surface, this is a pretty good team. I tell you what, against the waves, actually, if I just run it out, you'll see that it goes pretty well against the waves. The order in which I'm having champs use their skills is all very, very specific and sort of precise. And it goes great. Blast through the first wave, no problem. Second wave takes a little bit more killing, but also no problem. The issue that we're having is that we just die. We get to the boss and it just kills my Warmaster Athorian because he isn't awakened. It's just too much damage. Just too much damage. And the Warmaster is also too slow to land his decreased attack debuff as well, which is a bloody problem. So I might need to go ahead and fix up his build, or maybe switch out the Mithrala for somebody else, somebody who can bring bigger shields, maybe an increased defense. I'm thinking like a Freya or something instead. Let's fix it, man, because, yeah, things go south pretty quickly, as you can see. So Warmaster is currently at 185 speed. He needs to be much faster than that, at least like 195, I think, maybe pushing 200, to get his attack in and apply decreased attack to the dragon before it attacks on in. He's currently in Relentless gear. Good pair of crit rate gloves. I'm thinking, can we rebuild him in full Slayer? Do I have the pieces to do this? He's, of course, an AoE god, and the Slayer set makes it so that you get 10 meter fill every time you attack in with an AoE attack. You get all kinds of ignore defense defense on AoE skills, and with 9-piece Slayer, 30% chance to deal additional AoE damage based on the damage dealt by AoE skills. And this guy hits like a bloody truck. And so if we can get him a 9-piece Slayer, that will be incredible. And even if he doesn't have any awakening levels, right, no red stars at all on my Wallmaster, which is bloody depressing and becoming a bit of a channel meme at this point. Frankly, every single Soulstone pulling event, I'm just praying to the gods that be upon him that we can pull into anything for Wallmaster. I still think that he is worth pushing. He's also going to help refine our Hydra builds as well, because he is worth it. He is that good. I still use him in my Hydra teams, even though he is lacking those red stars. Ooh, quick little bonus clip, man. Slayer weapon here with just not very good stats for a Slayer weapon, minus the crit rate and the speed. If we roll into a lot of accuracy here, you best believe that we're using an ore on this. Let's go ahead and roll it up to 8. We hit double crit rate. 12, I mean, we're basically not re-rolling. Oh my god, dude. Triple crit rate? Could it be? Could it be, dude? Oh! Oh! Okay, dude. It's got no crit damage on it. But you know what? A quad crit rate roll. Slayer weapon. Little sprinkle of speed in there as well. Can't whinge about that. Oi, 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 oi. Dude, I just knew. I had a feeling. Man, that this weapon was fit to pop off, man. In some kind of way. Well worth a record. Well worth hitting record just randomly right now, man. When building out a nuker, I hope this video's, you know, not a bit too far out of left field, by the way. I don't often upload videos like this where it's just like a smorgasbord of random tips and bits and pieces and tidbits and ooh. Do we just take these Slayer gauntlets off of Whisper? Maybe. Screw it, I'm gonna do it. We'll start the build there, man. Okay, chest piece secured. We're gonna pull this piece off of Scorid. It's only 5-star, but, you know, I think it's fine. I still think it's gonna be worth it. And Scorid is like a vault champion. This is another thing as well, man. Sometimes you attach, like, some of the better gear in your account. Again, it's only a 5-star piece, so maybe not the best example, but you attach some, like, pretty good gear on your account to champs that end up in the vault, man, that you end up just not even thinking about anymore, and so... yeah. These rebuilds and champion tune-ups for the most impactful champions on your account, very, very crucial. We also just managed to pink roll some Slayer boots into speed. I'm not going to ascend these all the way up until CVC starts, of course. I'm going to ascend those the rest of the way during CVC for just those free points. But those are the 3 most troublesome items built in first. You always got to start with gloves, chest, and boots when you're building out a champion like this for the first time. Now, we've got to keep the crit rate under control here. So I'm basically just looking for any pieces that are going to have a decent amount of crit rate. I might even just set priority stats and just see what our highest crit rate pieces are for the Slayer set. Like, dude, I've got one of the, like, this is the craziest Slayer shield on my account, dude. Like, it's only epic, but it's 6 stars and it's attached to Constantine. Do you know how many places I use Constantine, dude? That's right, 0. Okay, he's even 6-star awakened that I still use him nowhere. It feels like he's not a real champion until you have him paired up with Vlad the Nightborn, you know. So that shield is definitely going to go onto the Wallmaster. Oh god, wait a minute. Do I even have accessories to do this for the high elves? Like Slayer accessories? Ooh. Oh, are we going to have to pull the crit damage amulet off of off of my Ethelyn, dude? This banner is very, very good as well. And we got this banner just randomly on my Yannicka. Guess where she is? Yes, that's right. She's also in the vault. Man, you guys are good at this. Why am I so bad? Okay, let's do this, and let's see if we can just do it live here and rework this amulet. It's the only crit damage amulet. It's the only amulet I've got that's actually worth using for Slayer on the entire account for the high elves. I gotta roll this into crit damage. We get it done in the very first roll. That's how we handle it, man. Content creator, look. It ain't dead. Still here, man. Yeah, it's a 1 in 4 re-rolling your amulets. Good way to do it, man. So yeah, I'm going to leave this again. Not fully maxed out yet. I'm going to wait to ascend that up fully during CVC to just cash in on all of those points. Let's get the Slayer amulet equipped. And the ring, turns out it's pretty good as well. It's not even being used. Let's point that out real quick. It's not even being used anywhere on the account. It's not equipped on anybody. I'm just the worst. Okay, let's head on into our artifacts again and finish up this build with the weapon and the headgear. And I'm also noticing that we're like 17% crit rate over cap, so what I'm going to do is prioritize by crit damage here instead of crit rate amongst these accessories, and let's see what we got. This happy little sword, not too bad, but we will be losing a bunch of crit rate by doing this. We actually have a lot of crit rate on our relentless weapon currently, so that's a bit of a concern. Oh god, wait a minute. What's this helmet that's also on Constantine, man? Is it like really, really good? It's a triple attack percentage roll. This actually might be the one that we use, dude. I'm just stealing all of Constantine's gear, man. Okay, just get it off of him, and then we just need to find the appropriate weapon. This weapon, not quite good enough. It's going to drop down our crit rate too much, so we do need a little bit of crit rate on whatever sword we decide to use in the end. Ooh. We do have an epic sword here. That's all right. I mean, we also need accuracy on Wallmaster after all, and so this is pretty okay. Let's go ahead and throw this one up, and we go into more crit damage, which is absolutely perfect for us. Accuracy, bit of a concern on the Wallmaster here. 236 is low. Okay, we could give up the weapon and lose a little bit of crit damage here and get this weapon on instead. Double rolled into accuracy, but we still keep up the crit rate. That could be an option. Let's go ahead and try that on for size. We might have to give poor Constantine his helmet back and sacrifice a little bit of attack stat here, which I guess is fine. I suppose we can do that. Alright, so a little bit weird combination to be looking for, but we're looking for accuracy and crit rate on Slayer helmets, which narrows down the pool a lot. In fact, it also narrows down the pool to the Thor's helmet, which I'm not really willing to take. It's not that good anyway for this build. I can't believe it, man, but the Thor's shield is actually perfect, man. It'll get our crit rate to exactly 100%. We lose a tiny bit of crit damage, but we get like nearly 30 accuracy from this. And then I can go ahead and glyph as well on a bunch of these pieces. Could we maybe just like ascend the banner to accuracy as well? That'd be bloody lovely. Oh my god. Yes, man. Okay, and so after doing this, that's going to be like another like, what, 20-ish accuracy here. Again, won't fully ascend it just yet. But then after that, plus a whole bunch of glyphs, we're back up to like 340 accuracy, which should be good enough. Well, at least for most places in the game. We can also go on in and fully upgrade the weapon. We're hoping for attack percent or speed. And speed is what we get. Oh my god, dude. Okay, so our new Wallmaster build is going to be rocking at 206 speed, a 20 speed upgrade. We lose some crit damage, but we keep the accuracy the same. And hopefully the Slayer set is going to make it be much more worth it than the Relentless set. In fact, let's go ahead and save this build as Wall God Othorio. This is like his just best in slot build. What I want to do first before I do this is before we throw him into Dragon and hopefully conquer Hard Mode Dragon on Hard 10 and it's nice and stable and good and I don't have to sweat about it anymore and it's just done, I want to go ahead and throw Wallmaster into a Hydra run in this build as well, and to see where the damage numbers are, we can just do like a very, very quick comparison. So Wallmaster is currently part of the C team. This is a team that I'm probably going to rework in this very video, but let's just throw this team in and see what happens in quick battle. This is the team that I normally just throw into Hard Hydra for just an easy 1 key. And it's like not my biggest damage team in the world or whatever, and it could be doing more and it should be doing more, but Wallmaster comes in at 75 million damage. Now let's head on around and switch up his gear. I'm going to discard that result. And you know what, man? While we're at it, why the hell not? Let's throw some big old glyphs into this as well. Be careful with your glyphs, by the way. You might eventually need them for things like Marius missions. I think it's Marius missions. Maybe it's for Mantu missions. Whatever, man. Some of the more advanced missions... Oh, we'll just leave that as it is. Some of the more advanced missions on your account are going to require some pretty solid glyphs to get through. 5 and 6 star glyphs. Be very, very careful with spending those, boys. I'm being a little bit frivolous here, but I'm just excited to see this build come together, you know? So final speed is actually going to come in at 213. Well, 75 million damage is the number to beat. This is Wallmaster attacking on in against no heads, no like decapitated heads, and before his relic has ramped up damage. We're using like the Erethi Coronet or whatever the hell it's called on Wallmaster, so anytime he applies a debuff to enemies, he's ramping up damage throughout the fight, and so the longer the fight goes on, the more damage he does. And I just want to see him smack some decapitated heads for just a second while he's in his Slayer gear, and just see how it feels, man. What am I talking about? I know it's going to feel good, but I do just want to see it in action, is the point. Then we'll go ahead and pump out a quick result here, as he misses his bloody turn there. Oh, here he comes, a big old Falcon shot. Oh my god, dude. There was actually so much text, I couldn't even see how much damage he did. It didn't feel like an extraordinary amount, but here comes his A1 skill in just a second. See how hard this one smacks? Bad 150 to 300k, a lot of variance there across all of the different heads. The total damage count is already getting a little bit out of control just because we decapitated the heads so quickly. Okay, let's go ahead and free regroup. Those damage numbers didn't look quite as good as I was expecting, by the way. And so, what the hell is going on here? Whatever, dude, we're back in. 75 million damage is the number to beat. Let's see how he does, man, in 9-piece Slayer this time. Oh my god, 101 million, okay. So the 9-piece Slayer was definitely worth it then. And what did I pull gear off? A couple of Vault champions. Constant in the Dayborn, who I'm still trying to figure out a place, like, where to use him, and a Whisper, who was just using, like, 2 random pieces of Slayer gear, just as, like, filler pieces. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'd say that's pretty worth it. We do have to really quickly replace the Thor's shield, though. I'm going to go ahead and pull... I love good old Thalesia over here, by the way, but I'm going to go ahead and strip the shield off of her. It's going to give the Thor a little bit of extra accuracy on his shield as well, a bit more speed, stuff like that. This is a fine replacement for the Thor. So we're going to go ahead and save this as sort of his new preset build. And Thalesia's shield can be kind of just a little bit of anything. This good old Feral shield will do fine for now. Okay, here we go. Let's run it. We're finally here. Dragon Stage 10, hard mode. Is the clear saved by landing the decrease attack debuff from Thorian against the dragon on that final stage? He should be fast enough now. I'm just hoping that nothing unexpected happens in the waves. This is a very finely speed-tuned team after all, and so things have to die at just the right time in the waves, otherwise the cooldowns don't line up properly when we get to the boss. Also, a quick note as well is that if you have champions that are very important to your account, built in relentless gear, and you need to speed tune them for a dungeon team, that's like a massive problem for obvious reasons. You know, if they just accidentally get an extra 10 every now and again, that can totally throw off the timings of them using their skills in the right order against the boss, and so you got to be careful about that too, especially in places like Fire Knight where speed tuning is very crucial. And so let's see, man, the Ithorian needs to get his turn before the dragon. It looks like he is more than fast enough now to get this done. Eerie comes, big old smackaroo for very nice damage, and does land the decrease attack. And now does he get to live? We still take a lot of damage. Oh, but as long as he doesn't get one-shotted, then the Mithrala comes in with the cleanse in time. Okay. That should be it. We should be good here. Right? Boss gets to attack in again. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, it still takes out a Thorian, man. Oh, it still takes him out. Okay, it does look like we're still gonna get the clear done. Mithrala's doing a lot now with her poisons and with her, what the hell's that blessing called again? Oh my god. The Meteor one. God, I don't know why I'm blanking on that today, man. Whatever. Whew. Mithrala's the last one standing in the end. Okay, not mega ideal. As good as Mithrala is, I am just wondering a little bit if we might not be better off switching in the likes of a Freya in this team. If we go ahead and slam the Freya in the team, what kind of speeds is she running at? A little bit faster than Mithrala, actually. So if I just disable all of the Freya skills, like in the run-up to the boss, I'm assuming that what we can do is something a little bit like this, where we have the Freya open with her A2 skill and then prioritize the A3, which is then going to come in with block debuffs. It's going to cleanse all debuffs and give us some 10 meter fill. I think the shield is necessary for surviving here. We might even need to run Freya as the aura lead in this team and sacrifice a bit of damage to get this done. In fact, I think we're going to try that now. So this way we're running a defense aura instead. Let me just set up the team properly. So we are looking at less damage now on this squad, of course, without that Thor attack aura. Hopefully that doesn't wreck us against the waves. The Freya's actually still in like a stone skin build, like a pure PvP build here, so looks like we are going to be able to click our way through the waves nicely enough. Good old Zagala comes in with the A2, which when she gets a kill, it then triggers her A3, and so the waves do go down no problem. Now this time we get to open up with Freya's mighty shield on her A2, which is a bigger shield than Mithrala's. It also does still apply increased defense, and I'm hoping now that this shield... Oh, that's part of the issue with Wallmaster, right? Okay, we take like no damage from that. That's great. That's also the defense aura from Mithrala too. Sorry, from the Freya too. And then she comes in and cleanses all debuffs as well. I'm hoping this is going to be enough now. Boss takes a big deep breath, and then the Freya's going to come in again and refresh the shield before the next attack. Should be good. I mean, this is clean. This is smooth, right? It's a slower kill now without the Mithy, but I mean, the Freya debuff cleanse is so bloody good as well. Like, she does all of the things that Mithrala does, except she brings more defense and the block debuffs also, and bigger shields. And hey man, I don't mind a slower kill if it's also a more secure kill, which is what it looks like we have gone for us here. As bam, Zagala comes in with the Devastate at the end. Zagala, by the way, ultra mega, just ridiculously slept on champion. The Zagala used to compete and be very close with the Ithorian's damage, by the way. Ithorian is like a god in Slayer gear, man. Why did it take me so long to do this? Oh god. See, that's again, this is the issue, man. Once your account gets like bigger and your roster gets wider on your account, it's so easy, man, for stupid little tasks like this, obvious things that need doing, to get lost in the daily grind because you've got to hit this event and that event and do these dailies and make sure you do Doom Tower, and then you're running 2 accounts at once, or I am anyway, you know, with my free-to-play account and stuff. Real easy for these things to fall through the cracks. Another thing that's been falling through the cracks recently is my Hydra A team or B team? I'm not actually sure. I think it's the B team in which I run my Theodosia, as well as a whole bunch of other... Oh, wait a minute. No, this is the A team. This is my best Hydra team. I'm a moron. I'm just an idiot with this team. A very, very easy way that I could improve this Hydra team right here, and yes, it can be improved. I know it's like very, very premium and all of that. It's my best Hydra team on my account for a reason, you know? This team doesn't have a Hex debuff on the entire team. Why? Because I'm a moron. That's why, okay? The rule in Hydra is, if you don't have a champion that's bringing like an AoE Hex debuff, you want to take one of your supporting champions on the team, one of your supporting champions that brings, oh, I don't know, for example, an attack all enemies skill on a 310 cooldown, or an attack all enemies A1 skill, and put that champion in a cursed set for your Hydra runs, right? Your fastest cursed gear, slam it on a champion. I'd say a champion like Theodosia, okay, but it can go on like Ugo. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be like a crazy mythical champion or whatever. It can be a bloody Ugo. It can be a maybe like your Provoke champion if you've got like a Vizix on the team. A Vizix operating as like the Provoker and Decrease Speed champ. She has multiple AoE skills. Put her in a cursed set, man. Why the hell would you not? In fact, let's go ahead and just do this run first and foremost with my Theodosia. She's just in perception gear and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw this team in. And see what damage they finish up on. Using all my Hydra quick battles just for this video. Okay, I mean, my god, I think that's the most damage I've ever dealt. That's actually the most damage I've ever dealt. 476 mil. Let's discard that for the time being, because we're going to go ahead now and slam a new build on the Theodosia. And the entire idea behind this, by the way, is like, why would we not do this? Okay, it makes absolutely no sense to not do this. Ever since free gear removal is a thing, it's kind of funny, right? You always had to spend silver on your account to remove gear and swap gear around some different champions. Well, not anymore, right? And so it should become sort of second nature now, or I'm speaking to myself here. It should become second nature for me now to have multiple sets for my most powerful champions on the team that I can dip these champions in and out of. And let's throw an accuracy glyph on this as well while we're here. Basically, the best champs on your account, it's always worth specializing them a little bit if you're using them in drastically different areas of the game to one another, right? The build that you use in Chimera Clan Boss is not going to be the same as the build that you want to use in Hydra 9 times out of 10, especially for your hardest, like your most impactful champions. So let's go ahead and slam her into this. I'm just going to leave her in this. I'm not going to mess on with the relics, actually. Let's just throw this team in again and see what it does. 476 million, was it? Is that the score to beat? How awkward would it be, man, if we just died now? We just do less, you know? Let's see, man. We have a Hex debuff now. We actually do less. I don't know how we do less. She's like tiny bit slower. Her accuracy is the same. The only difference is that we now have a Hex debuff. So I don't know how we did less with that run, man. Let's go ahead and throw in another one. Who knows? Maybe it'll deal even less than that, man. What was it? 476 mil? Oh, okay. There we go. That's like 28 million damage gained, or something like that. And so there you go. I'm just gonna leave in the first clip anyway, man, because it's kind of funny, you know? Imagine if she just did less damage for no reason. We're bringing more tools to Hydra that we need, and we just do less damage. Yeah, I can just go like that sometimes, I suppose, but there you go, man. This team popping off. It seems to bring a damage buff to Hydra. I feel like that first run that I did without the curse set was a little bit of a freak run. I've never seen damage numbers like that before. Usually it's like 380 million, 390 maybe. That was kind of unhinged. This is more like it. Look at the Theodosia's damage here, dude. 55 mil. That's from Hex. She's not doing any damage. She's not built with crit rate, you know? This is all just the Hex debuff, man. So that's like an extra 30 million damage on top of what you normally do. Just coming from just equipping a Hex set, dude. And so, yeah. I think I just keep this result. In fact, I definitely do. Hydra ends in like 6 hours, and I need to spend all my keys. Most important thing, of course, is then to remember to go in and switch your champions back to the gear that they were wearing before. Let me get her out of this experimental gear and slam her in what she was in before. To be honest, what's this little ring doing here, man? I feel like the other ring is just better. You know what I'm saying? There you go, man. It turns out there's just like a very, very good feral ring lying around on my account that I just wasn't using on the Theodosia for absolutely no bloody reason. So, yeah, let's just delete that accessory preset and just keep the 2 main presets in effect, like so. And Constantine, don't look at me like that, man. I know, we'll find you a new helmet, and I swear I'll figure out somewhere to use you on this account someday soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed this happy little self-account takeover, man. I think that doing this once every like month or so on my own account and just ripping myself to pieces a little bit, hopefully it's helpful for some of you guys watching as well, giving you some ideas of how you could optimize your own account. And it's healthy for me to get this done, to just stop what I'm doing, stop looking at other people's accounts for a second, stop the daily grind, break myself out of that cycle, and actually look at areas of my own account where I could optimize, and things I've just been putting off, if I'm being totally honest, you know. Thanks for stopping by, man. If you're looking to create a new raid account, make sure to get that done right now by using the beginner promo link down below this video at the top of the description box to get that done for all the free stuff that you see on screen right now. And I'm going to catch all of you all just a tad bit later, man.